everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. This is Good Enough with Janelle, and I am Janelle, and I am super excited that you're here with me today. This is a video that I filmed during the week, but primarily on Sunday and Saturday, just because I didn't do a lot during the week. This is just a bunch of different tasks that I did. So it's all in chronological order. So if it doesn't seem to have any rhyme or reason to it, that's because I don't normally do things with any rhyme or reason. I am super excited to have you guys here today. If you haven't already, I would love it if you gave the video a thumbs up, commented down below, said hello, how are you doing? I can't wait to get to know you. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I love having new subscribers, and every time I get one, it just puts a little smile on my face. So with that in mind, I am going to let you guys get some motivation here. I'm making a wrap here, my nice little lunch that I normally have, but we had some hamburgers, and I like to make smashed avocado when we have them. So I included the avocado that was left over in with the wrap, and that adds a little extra flavor. Although I'll be honest with the guac, or I should say the smashed avocado, and these particular wraps, the wraps are kind of flimsy, and there's something about the, I think it's not even just the smashed avocado, but like whenever I put anything down, like mustard or anything, it's a really thin tortilla shell and just gets kind of wonky and breaks apart and is kind of a pain. But other than that, they're super, super tasty. And I put that piece of ham on top in case you guys are new here and didn't know why. I put that on to just kind of hold in the extra pieces. Not that it does the best job of holding in the cheese, but I like to pretend that it does. And these did not fold up well at all. That Havarti cheese is just a really hard cheese, and it's just difficult to get it to fold with the wrap, but it's all in there and it all ends up where it needs to be, and we just count that as a win. So just need to close that up and be done with it. And then I'm putting my vitamins together for the week. This was just a 4-day work week, and I take my vitamins into work and then just take them when I'm at work. It's just a lot more convenient and easy for me to remember then, and gives me a little treat because I love these gummy vitamins, and it's a nice little sweet treat for the middle of the day. If you haven't already, I would love it if you join me on Facebook or Instagram. On both of those platforms, I am on there as Good Enough with Janelle. And I just let you guys know when a new video has been posted, or maybe some other little fun random posts. Would love to have you guys join me on there as well. Don't forget when you're doing your laundry to make sure that you empty out the lint trap between every single load. It is a true intense fear of mine of having a house fire. So just like because of the dryer, so it helps me to just make sure that I get that emptied out between every load. And then I do it when the dryer is empty, but before I put new stuff in there, and that way it doesn't get on any other clothes that are clean and doesn't get on any clothes I'm pulling out or putting in. And so that just helps with that. If you're new here, like I said, my name is Janelle, and I am married for 15 years to my hubby, John, and we have 2 cats, Mira and Marcella, and an American Pit Bull Terrier named Pep. Pip's birthday is coming up in the end of August, and she would like everybody to know that she is feeling seriously deprived of treats. That is not true. You'll see that she gets a couple pup shots later. I'll show you what those are in a little bit. But she is taken care of just fine. Do not believe her when she tells you that. So also, thanks to TikTok, I learned something about my washer that we've had for a while. If you don't have one of those agitators that like stick up all the way and like in the middle of the machine, but you just have the little one that's at the bottom, keep your clothes still away from that middle area and just kind of put them all around the outside, because the clothes spin kind of like, the way I understood it was like a donut. And if you have something that goes over that agitator part, it ends up that something gets all encased in them. And I was noticing that with my bedding and some towels and even a shirt once in a while, and that was getting really frustrating. And so once I saw that video, I've started to mind how I'm putting the clothes in. You see that I keep on reaching back in and I'm moving stuff around. So that's that. And welcome to Jon Can Cook, which is formerly Cooking with Jon. He wanted to rename the segment to something that is a little bit more familiar to him from when he was growing up and a show that was on TV. So he is now Jon Can Cook. And he is making a delicious spaghetti here. He cuts up these Johnsonville sausages with a scissors that you can actually take apart and wash individually. You want to do that instead of a regular scissors or something like that, like the scissors that you can't take apart, because this way you can take it apart and you take care of all of that bacteria that gets tucked into the scissors by where they meet, where those two ends meet. So here he is. I honestly don't know why he was cutting up the garlic cloves, because he normally chops them. I think he was just looking for a little bit bigger chunks. I don't know. But anyways, that was too big of a chunk. So thank you guys so much. I am going to stop talking for a little bit. I promise. Having some music for you while you guys watch the video. And hopefully it helps motivate you to do stuff around your home or just relax and watch us do ours. Feel free, put it up on a TV, your phone, or your computer, and let's just motivate each other. Thank you guys so much for watching the video today, and I really appreciate it. Again, don't forget to give that thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks, everybody. now we're back to cleaning and other various stuff. I wanted to keep this segment in here. I had the camera with me while I was getting ready to start the day and share with you kind of this moment that I haven't shared with anybody else ever before, so why not share it on YouTube, right? If you guys have watched the first video of me saying why I'm doing this channel, I had mentioned that I have a disease called lymphedema, and it causes swelling in my legs and has most likely moved upward. It kind of feels like it has. But what I do to help contain it and be able to move around a little bit easier during the day is I wear compression stockings. And so this is me putting them on, and then I put socks on to help protect the stockings because they're rather expensive. So, but yeah, so that's, I thought I'd keep that in there. And yes, I do know I wear this purple shirt a lot, and it is, if you were wondering, it is bleached. I had come in contact with a very, very strong bleach, and it got on the shirt, but I absolutely love this shirt. It's just like perfectly comfortable. It's super soft, and just, you know, I like the short sleeves. I really, really like it. So I kept it and have been wearing it when I don't go out in public. And I wanted to prove to you guys that I do know how to fold laundry, and I do it every so often. Not a lot, but every so often. The truth of the matter comes in that we don't really fold a lot of our laundry. I fold pants for Jonathan, and like I'll fold his underwear, and I'll match up socks as long as they're all the right way. But like for me, I just lay my pants in my drawer and I leave the socks unmatched or unfolded together, and then I just kind of group them all together, and that way I can see which ones are stretched out more than others based off of from when I've worn them with the stockings. It just stretches them out more, so then I can kind of get a matching pair that way. So there really isn't a lot that we fold, so that's a lot of why I don't fold on camera. But this is proving that I do in fact fold. It was a week later, but that's not the point. We're not going to be talking about that. We're just going to talk about the fact that I did in fact fold. These are the 3 unmatched socks. One's black, one's brown, and one is inside out. So they'll get dealt with later. Well, here is Pip with her pup shot. You've heard of a puppuccino? Well, we make pup shots because we have little plastic shot glasses and fill them up with whipped cream. And you can see from how much she licks her lips that she absolutely loved these. And I told her that if she stayed home with me while Daddy ran out, that I would give her a pup shot. So here she is. I just wanted to include it because I think it's super cute. She just loves them so much. So here she's getting her pup shot. And then because I love her so much and she's so cute, I end up giving her a second pup shot. And then I put a dollop on the back of my hand and try to smack it on her nose to make her lick it off. But she isn't as keen on that, and she's caught on, so she tends to jerk away when I do that. And but I did get a little bit on. So enjoy the little puppy having a pup shot. I must ask you a question. So now I'm washing some of our blankets that we have on the couch that Pip's gotten on. So I wash them like I do with her bedding with Nature's Miracle Laundry Boost. And that helps with any smells or anything of her that have gotten on those blankets. And it helps kind of clean them up. So I just pour a bunch in and call it good. And then I didn't do a huge pickup of this area, but I did enough just to make it tolerable for me and make me feel like I was getting some sort of, headway on this area. So I just took care of a couple things just to clean it up real quick and make it look somewhat slightly microscopically more presentable than it was. And yes, a video with me would not be complete without a segment with the dishes. So here we are, and I am emptying the dishwasher of the dishes that we had in there to dry. If you are new to my channel, we do have a dishwasher. However, for the last year, it has been out of commission. So we actually just use it as a really big drying rack, and then we hand wash the dishes and just put them in there to dry. It actually makes it pretty nice because then you can put a little bit more in there because you're not worried about the soap getting around them, just that they dry off. So that's what we're doing here. And just a little tidbit for those of you that may have a dishwasher and you guys never know if you have clean dishes or dirty dishes, and they have those magnets that you can try, but then you have to try to remember to switch that around. And we tried the magnet thing, that did not work. But what we actually ended up doing as a sign to each other was, after you empty the dishwasher, then you put a new thing of soap in the dishwasher and like close the cap or whatever it was. And that way we knew that the dishes, whatever we added in there, were dirty and needed to be cleaned then. And that soap was ready to go. So as soon as we had a full load, then we could just go right ahead and start the dishwasher. So here I am kind of setting up my little station here again. So you see I had the pile of dishes there and they're still a little icky. So what I want to do is I take the red dish brush, and it's just a little bit grungier looking. So I use that to help get off those large chunks so that it's not all up in the sponge. And I feel like it makes the sponge last a little bit longer. So I quickly kind of ran through them, let them soak a little bit in the hot water, and then brushed them off with the red brush. And then I went through with the soap and the sponge to help actually clean the dish. So that's what I'm doing here, as I'm just trying to work through the piles. And I've mentioned before, I just try to put like dishes together, and that way I'm on a roll and I can just go to town on them. Don't forget that you don't need to necessarily use the quote unquote nice dishes all the time. If you have a lot of dishes in your sink, or you're just trying to get your head above water and get things straightened out for yourself, don't let the dishes overwhelm you. Use the opportunity, run to the dollar store and get yourself some paper plates and your plastic utensils, and use that while you try to get yourself caught up, and just use it to help free your mind a bit. You're still going to have things like the bowls or the pots, but that's a lot easier to deal with than having just a sink full of dishes, of the silverware and of the plates and stuff like that. So give yourself a break and be kind to yourself and just do what works for you. No one's going to judge you. Not I, not anybody else. And if they do, then they're poopy heads. So, and that is an official term, but just don't let it get to you and do what works best for you and let yourself get your head above water and just feel good about your situation. As we come to the close of the video, I just wanted to thank everybody again. Thank you so much for watching the video. Drop a little heart emoji in the comments below. Just let me know that you've made it this far. And please don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and comment down below, say hello, and I would love to get to know you, and subscribe if you haven't already. I am looking for so many more friends. I've made some amazing friends here on YouTube, and I look forward to making so many more. So just subscribe to the channel, and I just look forward to getting to know you. Don't forget, also find me on Facebook and Instagram under Good Enough with Janelle. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for your support, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And don't forget that it is okay to be good enough, and that is great with us. Don't make yourself feel overpressured to have this perfect whatever. You don't need that. You are a human being, and you don't need that additional pressure on yourself. If the bottles aren't looking straight, or you didn't feel like doing a pan when you're doing the dishes, whatever the case is, don't beat yourself up. Just move on, and just know that everything and anything you have accomplished is one step closer to your goal of having things being more organized.